Okay, so what we just did is we just named the file as my multiple intelligence. And so look how these columns are identified. We have column A right here. When I click on this A, the whole entire column is selected. We don't want that. And then click B right here, entire column is selected. Then C, then D, and so on. And look at the rows right here. The rows are numbered. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, and so on. So when I call out the cell number, when I say A1, just right here, because it is corresponding to A column and first row. And when I click here, it is corresponding to D column and fifth row. So this is the way the cells in Google Sheets are identified. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to go ahead and click on it, click on this cell and identify the cell number, any cell. Those identifying cell number is very important because later we will be entering formula. So now what we're going to do is we're going to enter our data that we have created. So for that, what we need to do is, please look at this paper. This is blank, but yours. The first column is section. So I want you to recreate this in a summary. So in A1, you're going to type section. Go ahead and do that in cell A1. Don't worry about the numbers and all that. Um, the second column, what we need is, look at the data, look at the table that we did. We have total points, then multiply, and then score. We don't want all the three columns. All we need is score. So the second one, which is B1, is going to be score. And if you hit enter, it will go to the next cell. Raise your hand if you have any question, any problem so far. Good. Okay. So now it's your job. How many sections we have? 9. So it's your job to enter that information in the cell. First one is naturalist. Go ahead and type that. Second one, musical. Third one, logical. Since there's already numbers on the left, you don't have to put numbers there. Logical, existential, interpersonal, kinesthetic, verbal, intrapersonal, and visual. Okay, so now what we do is we're going to enter the score right here. This is your score, whatever you got, naturalist, musical for each categories. So I'm going to enter some numbers since I don't have mine. So you enter your number there, okay? Go ahead and do that. All right, so you have your numbers in now. Now, now I'm going to tell you some fancy things here, okay? Something to make it looks appear beautiful. Some tools. And you can see that these numbers are aligned to the right by default, okay? And if you think that that is boring, now those are some of the things that what you can do is you can select those numbers by clicking your left click button and select all of them. And then you're going to look for some tools right here. This right here, this is the align tool. And you can see that it's aligned to the right, and select that and put it in the middle, center. It looks like a couple of lines. That is the tool. Click center. Guess what? It came at the middle right now. So it's aligned to the center. Now, these two title, which is section and score, I love to stand out. So I may bold it and also align to the center as well. This you don't have to do this. This is something to make it better. Another thing is I would love this to appear as a table, since this is the lines are not visible properly. So what I do is I select the whole entire thing. Go ahead and do that. Whole entire, both the column. I'll select both the column by click and hold. I know it might be a little bit difficult in the beginning to play with that keyboard. Select the whole thing, and the tool that you're looking for is this one called borders, because you want to give border to these lines. Click on that and it open up like a all border window. Select that. Now you can see it blacked out. Okay. The next tool is if you want to give any colors. So I would just give color section and score. And you see a bucket button here, fill color bucket. And I'll choose some color. I'm just going to use that. Now, these things, what I did are fancy things, makeup. You don't necessarily have to do it. But if you love to do that, play around and make it your own. Now, the last thing is making a graph. Guess what? We successfully completed our data entry. So, making a graph is very, very, very simple. That's the one last thing. Every eye is on the screen, please. Select the whole entire data, which includes section, score, and everything. Whole entire data. The place you go is Insert, Chart. Wait few seconds. A chart will pop up. Now in the direction I believe in Canvas I put the pie chart. I'm gonna give a little bit flexibility on that. So you can I'm gonna scale this down so you can see the graph. Mine by default it came as a bar graph. I hope that is what yours as well. And you can see different graphs. And also it's automatically selected the categories at the bottom. And also on y-axis, it says score. And the title, this is not an appropriate title. Is this one? No. So we have to double click on it, change the title. For example, my multiple, intelligence score. And I would love to have this at the middle, which is right here on the toolbox alignment. You have successfully created a graph which is ready to be uploaded.